G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Buttsman 2, which is the new Blokes Health channel, a channel that we created a number of years ago and I was far too lazy to put enough effort in to keep it going. But now it is back and it is part of the Buttsman 2 channel, which is what you're watching right now. So if you haven't subscribed, pull your fucking head in. Ladies and gentlemen, this channel is all about blokes, by blokes, for blokes, fucking blokes, alright? That's going to be the catch cry, if you will, the call to action. We are so far along in the new year right now that people have returned to their old habits. If they had ideas or general beliefs that they would change their lives in the new year, chances are right now they have gone back to what they were doing previously and they've just pissed themselves off by doing so. We've all been in that situation where we decide at the start of a new year that we're going to do this differently and not do that and change this, but then we get a couple of weeks into the new year and we realise we're big pieces of shit and we can't change a fucking thing. But last year you may have seen an opportunity to change certain things in your life. Maybe you wanted to stop drinking. Maybe you wanted to lose weight, eat less shitty food, stop smoking. Whatever you wanted to change in your life, it seems that a part of our culture is to pick the start of a new year to do so. And as we get into the third week, the fourth week, and then the second month of the new year, they fall by the wayside. People who join a brand new gym, all of a sudden, they're not going as much. And then later on down the year, they're not going at all. And this money just keeps coming out of their account every single fucking week, and they're not doing anything with it. People get to a point in the new year where they realize, oh my God, all these goals I had, all these changes I wanted to make, they are now beyond reach. Perhaps I have failed my goals. Okay, calm down, dickhead. If that is you and you're freaking out about that shit, fucking chill the fuck out, alright? Because your old pal, the Buttsman, yeah, fucking me, I have come up with 5, yes, count them, 5 ways to chill the fuck out about fucking up your New Year's resolution. So, how are you going to get your shit back on track? Number 1, the number 1 thing that you're going to do is not be a fucking victim. So many people use excuses, give all of these reasons, complain that the problems in their lives are inherently related to things in which they cannot change and therefore they'll never get through them. Now this may very well be true. The world actually could be against you. Maybe you were born with something you cannot change. Maybe some way through your life your cock fell off and you cannot find it. Or maybe you're like that lady's husband who was caught cheating and she lopped off his dick and threw it in a fucking... I think she threw it in a park or something. Lorena Bobbitt. Are you married to fucking Mrs. Bobbitt? Have you had your cock cut off? No? Well, you have nothing to complain about then. You either accept your faults, the things you can't change, or the things you could change, or crumble beneath them. That is the options you have right here. I mean, look at Kurt Fearnley, for example, an Australian Paralympian fucking Adonis, alright? He's been on my podcast before. He's a very, very nice dude. But he's also in a wheelchair. He's been confined to that wheelchair since he was born. He was born with sacral agenesis, which prevented fetal development of certain parts of the lower spine and all of his sacrum. He's a man without legs, okay, to put it bluntly and perhaps rudely. But this man who was born without legs has done things in his life that most of us could never imagine doing. Kurt Fearnley crawled the Kokoda Trail being a part of Papua New Guinea, where the Australian forces in World War II spent a significant part of the war fighting against the Japanese coming down through Papua. Now, this area is known for being one of the most arduous places on earth, and yet Kurt Fearnley, a man who had all of these things put against him in his life, crawled along there. Something that most of us couldn't do walking. The point of all of this is to suggest that yes, there will be things in your life and things right now and things in 10 months from now or 10 days from now that will put you up against a wall, and either you choose to crumble beneath that pressure or you utilize it. You use it to motivate you. And you work through it. The second thing is don't be afraid to start over. Things like weight loss and these type of things in my life have always been identified as issues within myself because I may succeed at them for a while, but then at some point I fail and I go back to the way I was and I put weight on or I start looking shit or whatever. The thing with any goal that you put out for yourself, you're going to find areas within it where you're not achieving them, or you are just like, you're going in the wrong direction, perhaps is a good way to put it. You need to be able to give yourself a fucking break and say, all right, that is not the way that we're going to do this. Let's pick another way to go through with it and start over. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not giving up. You found a way not to achieve your goal. That's all you've done, and you've learnt from the process. Well, at least I hope you've learned from the process, but you've learnt from the process. And by doing that over and over again, you will cement the foundations which will lead you to whatever your goal is. And then when you achieve it, you'll look back and you'll look at this perfectly fucking reinforced cement path that you built, but in reality underneath it is bumps and turns and twists and all this shit that you can't believe you got through. But to everyone else on the outside, it looks like you've just done it smoothly. And in reality, that could be further from the truth. Number 3, have a fucking plan, alright? Have a plan. Write it down, put it somewhere, think about it, put it in your notes of your phone, put it on your whiteboard, stick it up your ass. I don't give a fuck, alright? Have a plan. You know the old saying of those who fail to plan to fail? I think it really does ring true in a lot of parts of people's lives, particularly if they want to lose weight or stop smoking or whatever they want to do in a New Year's resolution. Set yourself up some incremental goals. Have little goals, alright? Don't smoke a durry for a day. Once you've achieved that, then do it for 2 days, and so on and so forth. If you want to lose weight, hey, I'm going to eat 500 calories less than I normally do for 1 day, and then 2 days, and then 20 days, and then 200 days. Set these goals, make them small, make them achievable, but make them lead to your overall goal. Number 4, be aware that setbacks are a thing. You are going to fuck up. It's okay. It's fine. All right, setbacks exist. They've existed since the dawn of time, and they'll exist long after you die. Either they have the power to push you forward, or they have twice as much power to make you crumble. Because you've put in so much effort and you've nearly fucking done it, and then this setback hits and you're like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? I don't think I can come back from this. But in reality, if you already have gotten to that point where you realize that this is a setback, you've been going for so long that now this is a setback and not just a challenge at the start, then you can go back to the start and you can start again. Setbacks are just a part of this fucking process. Accept them and move on. Number 5, this is the most important, all right? You can forget about everything else unless you do this, and that is commit. Commit to challenging yourself. Commit to winning. Overcome these challenges. If you want to go to the gym every single day, then do that. Commit to it. Say, I'm going to do it. And I'm one of these people, and I have been my entire life, who gives up when it gets too hard. And that is a part of being human, all right? I was watching a UFC fight on the weekend. It was Max Holloway, and he was fighting a dude who I forget his name, and I apologize. But this dude was getting beat up. Max was fucking unleashing on him, and it was incredible to watch that this dude was refusing to go down. And I put myself in his mindset, sitting in the corner in between rounds. And I think you got like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or whatever it happens to be, to sort of contemplate, get your mind back on the job, and then come back out swinging. And I thought to myself, imagine if I was in that position, the things that would be going through my mind. I'd be sitting there freaking the fuck out thinking, no, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to stop. It's just the easier option. And we're built like that. That's part of the flight and fight reflex that we have. That's the response that's built into humans that keeps us alive, that keeps us viable as a species. We have this inbuilt complex constantly saying, no, we should give up. It's too hard. No, we should move away from that. It's too dangerous, yada, yada, yada. But this dude was able to rectify all of that and say, okay, no, we're going to go straight ahead. We've committed to this and we're not going to give up. And that's the reaction we all need to have in certain respects of our lives. And that's going to be fucking hard and that's going to be difficult, but it has to happen. And I think we can all do that at some point. I can't do that with a lot of things. It's something that I'm working on constantly with myself. And that's probably number 6 in this thing, even though I didn't say there was going to be 6 things. But fucking give yourself the ability to realize that you're not fucking perfect, mate. Like, none of us are. Even the greatest people even the greatest philosophers of all time, they're not perfect people. They understand how the brain works and how human complexes exist, but they aren't perfect with it. And that's fine as well. But ladies and gentlemen, I really do wish you the best of luck with all your goals, whatever they happen to be, whether they're business related, person related, emotionally related, whatever they happen to be. Go out and fucking get them. All right? And make yourself better next year when you set New Year's resolutions and hopefully fucking stick to them. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, me dick stinks. Keep it moist, and I'll see you all very soon. Toodaloo, au revoir, bye.